Hello. Good to see you. Let me start on Zoom. Good. So, am I recording? Let me check. Good. Yes, there we are. Okay, that's good. There we are. That's a curious day today. I was sick till yesterday. I wanted to have the live anyway, but I'm in that kind of slow mood for a couple of reasons. First of all, we're getting toward Christmas. We're getting toward winter. I was sick with very high fever, and so everything slowed down. And I asked myself, what can I do? I'm feeling okay, so today, so there's no, let's say, health issue. But just, I notice, what do I do with the energy that I have today? And this is kind of a question for many people working in a creative field, working as an entrepreneur. Everyone actually that has to do something these days has to deal with a certain amount of energy. So what's your energy today? It might be that it's very low, like on a scale from 1 to 10, where 1 is I'm in bed and cannot move, to 10 I'm completely jumping on a trampoline. So where are you right now? That's kind of a good starting point to kind of start landing here, and also asking yourself, being aware of that, because with this energy you need to move toward the next days or toward your day to day. So this is the last call, the last live before we're going into Christmas break. And everyone in this time of the year is offering, some kind of planning, some kind of brainstorming about next year, possible to-do list involved, possible to-do list. So what do you want to do? How's gonna be your 2025? How is it? So do you already have a to-do list? Do you already have a wish list of things you want to go through? What I would love to do with you today is actually approaching next year in a different way. And this has to do with... this has to do not just with the what. So what do you want to do? What are your wish? Where do you see yourself doing what? So not on the what and on the do, but I would love to focus today more on the how. So how do you want to be next year? And this is kind of a very a different approach. Especially coming from the embodiment coaching that I do. This means, for instance, that every one of us is constantly becoming herself or himself. This means that, yes, I'm Leonora, I'm right now with such a so-and-so energy, I'm a coach, I have a couple of things that I want to do, even maybe a bit more than a couple of things, but I'm not a stone. I'm not fixed. So I'm not a series of to-do lists. I'm becoming myself every day in a different way. So this means, for instance, and I really like this image coming from Mark Walsh, my teacher in the embodiment group, in the Embodiment Unlimited, that says, I am, for myself, Leonoring every day. So I'm keep on transforming a core that's mine, but that's adapting different ways to reality and to what I want to do. So If it was you, whatever, Maria, Roberto, Steven, you're Stevening, you are marking, you are silving. How does that feel? The fact that anyway, you have a strong core in, but this core can really transform and you keep on becoming yourself and you can be closer, farther away from what you are. So this is the first thing that I wanted to share with you. Is the fact that this time, today, in this 20 minutes that I want to keep short so that you can join me every week, in this 20 minutes today, we are going to focus not on what you want to do, but on how you want to do that. Because right now, and I see this not just in my life, but very much also in my life, but also in my clients, how is even more important than what. So how you do your work, how you do the things that you want to do is even more important than the what. Because having a certain goal, having a goal you want to reach there's a big difference how you reach that, right? And I'm pretty sure that you know that there are people who can do everything to reach a certain goal. People who have boundaries say, okay, I want to do this, but in a certain way, right? If you're a mom or if you're a parent, a dad, you know that it's not about, let's say, what your kids do, but also how do they do that? Do they study because they love it, or do they study because they have to? Maybe the result, a note, a good performance at school is not just is the what, but how we reach that. That's life-changing, right? If you are like me, like a generation of people who actually were studying because they were afraid of, and you were like very good just because they were expecting a note, I would say that how wasn't really life-changing in the same way of studying because you have a passion and you have, I discovered that later, if that's on me. So we're going to focus today on building the best way to reach whatever is your goal, but the best way, so your how. 2 things that we're going to do today to do this. And the first thing has to do with, I would love just to, you can stay where you are, and I would love for a moment for you just to notice the room where you are. Just notice something around you that grabbed your attention. Maybe find your favorite color around you. Look what I found. So I can show you. I love this color. And these are 2 also lovely letters from my daughters. So I'm gonna grab, because I love the color. I love the shiny red over there. So find something that make you feel 1% better. Find something around you. And then from there, you don't have to close your eyes, but look somewhere, not at the screen. Look somewhere and maybe 1.5 meters in front of you. Relax your forehead. Relax your jaw. Relax your chest and relax your belly. And from here, if you want to close your eyes, that could be, let's say, more cozy and more focused, but you don't have to. And be aware that if you are like driving or you are somewhere in a public space, don't do that, but just follow. And you can do that afterward when you feel that you are more in a private space. So what's going to happen now is that I want you to think about a place that you really love. Pay attention to this. This could be a fictional place, a place that doesn't really exist. It could be a real place. It could be inside, outside. Just pick the first one that comes to your mind. It doesn't need to be, what's the best place? Don't go in overthinking. Just pick one that for you is kind of a good place, a place where you feel safe, a place where you feel heard somehow, seen. It could be like a place in nature. Usually what comes to my mind is like wood, forest. And there, funnily enough, I also feel heard and seen. Of course, there are just trees, but I feel part. I belong there. So it could be like an old flat, an old home, or a place that is just in your head and make you feel good. So take a moment to visit that place. Walk through, be there, and notice every single details that you see. So this could mean, for instance, that you notice the colors of the walls, you notice the temperature of the air, you notice if there is any sound, there is anyone there, or if it's empty or no one is there. Notice what you see, if inside through the window, or if there's a window, or if it's just a very small place. Add so many details as you can and feel how you feel. How are you breathing in there? So I'm going to try to keep it short, but that could go very much longer. Could be a long visual meditation. But I would love just to have a little taste of it. So find your spot, find your place, and notice, is it cold? Is it warm? Are there sounds around? Is there light, or is kind of going, is it dark? Is it getting dark? And from there I would really love for you right now to keep this feeling. And there's a second thing that we're going to do after visiting a special place for you, a place where you feel safe, seen, heard, and good. I would love you, if you can, of course, to stand up. So we're going to stand up here. Yeah, good. Hope you can see me. Yes, you can. Okay, so keep that feeling in your mind. Keep that place in your head. You are in your room, but you still have in the back of your head that place. And I would love for you to walk towards this place. And notice how you're walking. What is it? How is it to walk in there, if you can walk? So notice, for me, it could be, for instance, it would be a forest. So I'm kind of walking and also paying attention and discovering what's around. To notice how it is to move in there. And then I would love for you to do another thing. And this is we're going to practice, experience, try different how for your 2025. I will love you. I will invite you to walk with your feet as if your feet were walking barefoot on the grass. So just walk like 4 steps and imagine that your feet are barefoot on the grass. There's no precise path you have to follow. Just walk and really feel how it is, the contact. Is it there's kind of, it rained over there. How it is warm. How's the point of contact with your feet on the ground? Okay, first of all, so we walk to the grass. Then I will invite you to walk, see if your feet were in the sand. And that's kind of a lot of sand. And you barely, it's hard to move because the sand is gonna reach your ankles. So you walk, your calves almost, and you walk back if you want, and you can really feel how your feet are linked to the ground. And you're going in there. Every step is an effort, but you're very much grounded. Then we do the third thing. I would love you to walk as if you had a bit of water. So it could be a lake, it could be the sea, where the sea meets the beach. So just walk in there and notice how it is. What memories come up. What happened to your body? What happened to your thoughts in there? And you can even have a look around and notice how is this? Where are you in there? But keep the feet in the water. And that's so we were grass, we went through sand, and now we are in the water. And then the last one. I want you, no matter where, just to go on your tiptoes and walk as if you were like an acrobat. And you're walking on a line. And I want you to really feel, that you're about to fall, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. You're walking and you're very good. And the world is so small below there. You don't have to be good. Just notice how it is to be a bit closer to the sky and to the clouds. And then we have been through 4 different way of walking, but it's not just about that. There are 4 different atmosphere, 4 different moods, actually 4 different embodiments. So let me come back to you. And so the question here is, put together these 2 things that we did. So what's the favorite place that you found? That's your safe space. That's the place where you can come back when you want, when you feel triggered, when you feel the things are going crazy. That's your safe anchor. Second thing, notice among the 4 options that you had, different ways of walking, what was the one that was more familiar? First question. Which was the one that you liked the most, in a way that you say, this is what I need. This is what I miss, right? So, which one was the one that you say, this is what I need more of in my life, in my 2025? How do you want to walk? Where do you want to walk? For instance, I would say that there's, let's say, the sand has a lot to do with feeling grounded and connected with the earth. So being very precise, specific, organized. Grass is a lot of energy, right? It's still connected with the earth, but it's also fresh, and there's a lot of enthusiasm somehow in the grass. So maybe that's related also to finding your fire and your enthusiasm. Water has a lot to do with being in control and not being in control at the same time. So if you particularly enjoy that, means that there's something that you maybe need to let in and to let go of. That's your how you want to reach those goals, those wishes for 2025. How? Is it like with preciseness and planning? Is it with enthusiasm and freshness? Is it with collaboration and opportunity and this kind of waterish feeling? Or is it, last one, with some kind of fun, walking on like an acrobat? So the world is so small and you have a big vision and it's fun. So which one of these was your favorite and the one that you want to keep in mind for next year to be your? So I'm really curious now to see which one was your favorite and which one you want to actually use in 2025. It doesn't mean that it's the most familiar for you. Maybe it is one that you know, or that it came as unexpected. So let me know about that in the comment, and see you next year after the 6th of January. I'm going to eat and to drink some tea, because that's what I need after being sick. And I hope it was kind of a good short tool. If you're curious about this, just ping me or write me a message, that I will be more than happy to guide you through more in details about this. So this was the 20 minutes of embodiment for creative business owner, for creative, and for entrepreneur. Today we focused on not on the what you want to do next year, but on how you want to be you, how you want to face the things that you have in mind. So it was a pleasure. Take care and see you soon. Good.